You just hear this.
It's the Jim Kerr Rock and Roll Morning Show on Q1043.
8:09, it's raining, and it's 51, and a person who is no stranger to bad weather is on the phone. Lawrence Tynes of the Super Bowl champion New York Giants. I still can't get over how cold it was in Green Bay.
Yeah, it was very, very cold. A little bit colder than it is today.
Now, what does it do to the football? I mean, it must create an unpredictable situation when a ball is that cold, when the air is that cold. I mean, it must really be weird.
Yeah, it's not fun. That's the only thing I can say. It's just not a lot of fun. I mean, both teams deal with it. You just kind of have to say to yourself, okay, I'm not going to kick 50-yard field goals, and I'm not going to kick them off in the end zone. So, you know what? It was a great experience. But they're not fun games to play in, that's for sure.
Yeah, but your record-setting kick of 47 yards was fun.
I wasn't going to say that, but you did.
But that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Doesn't matter how cold you are.
What was going through your mind in the not fun parts of the game?
Well, I think if people watch Letterman, I was just thinking about not wanting to live in Green Bay. Because if I miss that one, there's no chance I get back on that bus to the airport.
Well, after Super Bowl, you signed, what, a $7 million contract or something like that? I mean, not that you like to talk about, your income. I guess it's probably even rude, but it's public knowledge.
It is public knowledge.
Okay, so you signed a $7 million deal. It's such a strange situation because it could have been $7 million
or you're out the door.
Or off to the unemployment office.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. You know what? That thought never crossed my mind, so I think that's what's kind of separated me from things like that in my career. After misses, you just kind of got to forget about them. I mean, we're like cornerbacks and closers. You just, bad pitch or you give up a touchdown to a receiver, you just have to forget about it. And the fact that our position is just me out there. No one's watching the right guard blocking.
Well, we were talking before you called this morning. Shelli and I were talking. An argument can be made that your job is the most stressful one in the entire National Football League.
Because it's all you at that moment, at that second.
At that time, yeah, that's a great point. I mean, but my theory is when you go out there, you're either going to make it or miss it. Don't think too much.
Well, the President of the United States personally made specific remarks.
He did, yeah.
About your kick in Green Bay, and he told you that he knew you would make it, that he just knew you would.
That was really cool. I've already got that thing recorded, and I'll save that for when I'm old to kind of reminisce about that game. But that was a lot of fun. I mean, I've had a lot of people contact me and say, "Do you realize the President of the United States gave you a shout out?" And I said, "Yeah, I do." So it's been a great year. I mean, I have twin boys. 10 months ago. Got traded here, won a Super Bowl, and, we're doing some things off the field with Baker Sports Marketing that I'm involved with Mitch Baker and Todd Chimoff. So, it's been one of the best years of my life.
Well, Baker Sports Marketing, they work on sponsorship deals, endorsements, and autograph sessions with athletes and stuff like that. But unlike a lot of other organizations, raising money for charities is the main focus.
That is absolutely right. We have a ton of events, like tonight at the Dunkin' Donuts in Midland Park, starting at 6:30. We got Dreams in the City. We're just affiliating ourselves with some of these things.
That's May 14th at Cipriani on 23rd Street.
Michael Strahan for diabetes. The Carl and Sarah golf outing on the 16th of June for leukemia research. And then
that's going to be in Bergen County.
Absolutely. And June 30th, the Hackensack University Medical Center is raising funds for their new 155,000 square foot state-of-the-art cancer facility. So I've actually visited that facility about 3 weeks ago, and it's a beautiful, beautiful facility over there at Hackensack. I mean, the people are great, and we're looking forward to raising a lot of money for these causes.
Lawrence Tynes of the Giants with us, and tonight he'll be at the Midland Park Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins, because it's all in one store.
It is.
And that is right next to Sears Hardware on Godwin Avenue in Midland Park. And the way that it works, it's an autograph session, but you purchase the photographs of the kick to Super Bowl 42. And, of course, that's that 47-yard field goal in the Giants' overtime victory over the Packers. So it's just a great moment in sports history.
I'd like to add to that a portion of that goes to the Midland Park Public Education Foundation.
Right, which is
that area,
which is the reason why you buy a photo,
right,
and then get it autographed tonight, and then they do send that check to the Midland Park Public Education Foundation. So you'll have an opportunity to meet Lawrence Tynes and get a great memento of an amazing year, and for free when you purchase the 16 by 20 inch photo, you get a Super Bowl champion mini football. Is that correct?
Yes, it is, absolutely.
Oh, one last question here, Lawrence. By the way, happy belated birthday. So it was your birthday.
Thank you very much. 30. That was a tough one for me.
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one.
Whoa,
Listen to him, Joe.
the big
That's so
3-0.
You can't ever say you're in your 20s anymore. So.
Oh, well, that's true. But all right, so taking bets on whether Michael Strahan's coming back next year, where do you sit on that side?
Well, I think because he did, he came out and said that he'd like to make a decision before the draft. So if I was him, I would go out on top. I mean, he's going to make so much money in television or radio. You guys know he's one of the most impressionable characters that I've ever been around.
Well, he's a great guy. He's a
great
good
guy on TV.
He's a good
and radio.
Yeah, he's a good friend of our show.
That's right.
Absolutely. So I think he, I hope he comes back. But if he doesn't, he's done everything he could possibly do in this league. And
I've got to tell you something about Michael Strahan this past season. There was so much joy emanating from him all season long on the field. You could tell that, it may be hard work, but he was having a really good time.
Yeah.
He is. Yeah, he's also, at 15 years in the league, one of the hardest workers, but like you said, one of the greatest characters in professional football.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Lawrence Tynes tonight, Midland Park, Dunkin' Donuts and Baskin Robbins on Godwin Avenue in Midland Park, 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. You have to buy a photo. It's a charity fundraiser for the Midland Park Public Education Foundation. Then he signs it for you. And also May 14th, Dreams in the City at Cipriani on 23rd Street, and that event will be to raise funds for the Diabetes Research Institute. Michael Strahan also participating in that. Yes. And you can go to Q1043.com. We've got all the info for you up online, including a map to help you find the Dunkin' Donuts, okay?
All right. Thank you guys for having me. It was a pleasure.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
It's 16 after 8 here at Q1043.